food preferences, what I've looked at, children tend to be a little neophobic in regards to new foods, where it's kind of like this human mechanism for making sure that the food is safe to eat. They don't know which foods are safe to eat, so they usually look at adults and other kids as models, because if they're eating it, it must be safe. By doing repeated exposure, you get children over that hurdle, and what happens is that they begin to prefer that food, that new food. Other mechanisms like adult modeling and peer modeling, using positive environments to increase children's preferences for new foods, are initially disliked foods. So using food as a reward has been shown to increase children's preferences for those foods. So saying like, okay, if you eat your peas, you can have ice cream. What ends up happening is that the ice cream becomes more preferred, and the food that's used to get the reward, or that the kid has to eat to get the reward, actually becomes disliked over time. At the statistics, the national household surveys that have been conducted, people are cooking less, people are spending less time doing food preparation, people are eating out more. More of children's daily energy intake is coming from fast food or just outside, eating outside of the home, much more than it did 30 years ago. And the rates differ depending on ethnicity, but it tends to be higher for, say, black children, and especially for older children. I've done some research on family meals, linking, using national data, looking at the relationship between family meals and weight status in children. And in general, the relationship is there, where they get more vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, protein, carbohydrates than children who aren't eating family meals. And so the relationship is primarily there for white children, where you see the strong relationship between number of family meals children are eating and their weight status. And so family meals has emerged as a protective factor for weight status in these children. And in minority children, Hispanic and black children, the relationship is a little bit more complex, because it may be what they're eating for family meals. We know that these families tend to eat more fast foods during family meals, and so you still have to focus on the nutrition aspect, because family meals aren't always nutritious. And so they may actually have some kind of a negative relationship with obesity, where they're actually promoting obesity because the foods they are eating are not bad. So it kind of all goes back to food preparation and healthy food preparation.